um, deliverables and a timetable. Remember that, right?
Yeah.
So it's a very small section, so you can't really put a lot of details there. So the roadmap is you taking that section with the deliverables, which are the milestones, the important things that you have, and maybe you put 4 or 5 there. It's just uh, uh, making that bigger and more detailed and putting dates on it. So you're basically just amplifying that little section into something a lot more detailed. And I'll share with you um, what I have here. Um, let me see. All right. All right, can you see it?
Yep.
Okay.
Clear.
So this is based on the PLANT acronym. The P and the pray and recruit, L, lay out vision, A, activate ministry, and navigate worship, and T, train and send. And what you're going to do here is under each one of those or above each one, for example, P, you're going to do that in the bottom where the line goes. L, you're going to go up and list the tasks there. A, you're going to go down. N, you're going to go up where the line goes. And T, you're going to go down. You're going to put the tasks and the milestones that are important within that phase. So pray and recruit. There are several things within that section, that time frame that you need to do. Namely, pray, start recruiting, start meeting with people, maybe talk to your board and talk to a leader, and so on. So you're going to list. Do you have the list of activity of tasks that you will suggest to them, Raylord?
The template.
Yeah, let me try to find it here, so I can show you better. All right, I just found the one in Portuguese, trying to find. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. All right, found it. Okay, let me see how I can share this. Can you see this? Raylord, do you see this?
Yep.
Okay. So under P, these are some suggestions. Do you have this? Do you need me to send this to you?
I think I don't have that. Yeah, please send it to us, Sergio.
Yeah. So these are suggestions of tasks that you can do under each one that will. So you're creating a roadmap. You're looking at the end date, and you're backtracking from there. Everything that you need to do from beginning with praying and recruiting, all the way to planting your church, all the way to launching your church and organizing the church. So under P, reaffirm the personal call. Start practicing bells. You personally, not your core group, because you haven't recruited them yet. You start interviewing people. Form a prayer group for the project. Have conversations with the coach. These are things that you're going to be doing during that time. The L, these are some other things that you're going to do under L. You don't have to put all of the suggestions that are here, but we want you to fit that into a kind of like a timeline, if you will. And if you can, let me see if I can share this. Okay. If you can put the date, if you can, you write it in here. And if there's something that's important, for example, under a layout vision, begin core group meetings, for example, you want to put a date there next to that one, right? Or maybe activate ministry, or navigate worship, begin monthly gatherings, right? That's something that's important. You want to put a date there. So some of these more important ones, you want to put a date so that you have an idea of a timeline when these tasks will take place. Now you see that there's already a slot for a date by each letter here. And what you're going to do there is you're just going to put a date for when you start that phase. So let's say the L, layout vision, you're going to, let's say you put a date there and it's September 1st, right? Activate ministry shouldn't be too long after that, probably a couple weeks after that, because almost at the same time you start getting your team to do some missional activities as a group and bells and things like that. So you just put a date that there will be a few weeks after that. Navigate worship, the date that you're putting there is not necessarily the date that you're launching the monthly gatherings, but it could be the date that you start talking with your group, your core group, about the worship gathering. And the tasks there, you see that they some of them have to do with organizing your church, with the conference and things like that, because those are things that you kind of need to do around the same time when you're training people and you're about to send for a new group. Now, are you guys firm on the church planting steps, PLANT, the plant?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Excellent. So that's kind of the idea. You're going to take this and you're just going to write these things in, and so you can have kind of a bird's eye view of the whole process. And this is something that you can adjust and you can change as you go, but it's good to have this. Maybe do it once you have if you already have the core group, this is module 2. Okay, I did another cohort in South Africa this morning, and they were in module 1. That's why I got you guys confused. Raylord was there too. So maybe you're already in L and A, okay, and you've done the P, or maybe you still need to do a little bit of the pray and recruit. You still need to keep recruiting, and that's fine. But you adjust. This is an exercise that you can do with your core group as well. You can bring this to them and work on it together. But right now, you guys can work on it. Your coach should see this as well and then coach you through these steps to make sure that you do them. And that's it. Are there any questions?
All right. Thank you. Guys, do you have any question? Sergio,